Hey, no one's here. What's it matter? People show up late as shit anyway. Hopefully Rumble's working. Might have to start over. Excuse me. Good morning. All right, we are live on Rumble. Big fat snort for you to start your morning. My apologies. Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Tesla. I heard rumblings that Tesla's still crashing. Not sure what's going on there. We're gonna take a look. It was crashing yesterday, and I didn't know what was going on. It's worse today. Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Bum 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 bum. All right, let's get into the stock market. Record time. Damn, I forgot I had a Tesla position. Plus, I put on a put spread yesterday. What is going on here, bro? JT's probably dancing all happy. I mean, I told you if this thing crashed, it was going to be my next silver platter delivery. So, it's forming. There is there's no reason for this to be down this much in 2 days, bro. Did something leak? Hood topped out the other day, according to Ricky. Yeah, Hood topped out at $72. How's it doing? Oh, it's over 74. New all-time high. Is that what's going on in Hood? Continuing to clock all-time highs? Is that what's happening? I'm unsure. Someone help me out. Is this maybe it's not a new all-time high? I think it might got a little higher yesterday in pre-market. Wait. They didn't count the pre-market, so it definitely it hit 75.20 new all-time high. Not bad for a stock that's bottoming out. Everyone it's crashing now though. Maybe Ricky's right. Everyone is saying everyone believes it's gonna get added to the S&P 500 tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen in the stock if it doesn't. It'll probably pull back quite a bit. I got a lot riding on it, but regardless, it's a good stock. It's a really good stock. What's their market cap? We've already looked at this. 63 billion. We looked at this the other day. They're going to be around the same 60, 80, 62. They're valued the same. What do I think's a better company? Honestly, Robinhood. Because they do crypto. They just bought a crypto exchange. They're going to have a lot more assets to sell, and stocks are what every retail's doing stocks right now. They're not doing crypto, bro. Do I think this is the best stock trading platform? For my needs, no, but I do a lot of option trading, and their option trading is pretty meh. But they have really good IRAs, they have really good savings accounts. They're grinding. They're probably trying to be like a full on bank at this point. I know Coinbase is making a lot of those moves too. But Robinhood, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of what they did with the Jimmy situation, but I'm a fan of making money. And when I see a company doing things really well, most people are gonna forget that shit that a bunch of retarded apes got scammed on, right? Like, unfortunately, things like that can happen, and a small subset of people can hate them for it, but that's not enough to take them down. And you know the expression, time heals all wounds. I wonder how many of those retarded apes are still using Robinhood. I should ask one of their followers, Ricky, when he gets here, because I know there's almost no shot that he's not getting his information from Wall Street Bets. I bet he frequents Wall Street Bets. Like, he spends most of his time there. All right. S&P and NASDAQ are now negative. They were positive. I think some numbers came out, but did Orange Man come out and say something? Tesla down like 19. What the actual shit? ETH down $27. Coin down $1 now. Robinhood's losing it. Why are we crashing? We started out the gate so good, bro. Was this a trap at the open? Seriously, why are we crashing? We got the numbers are tomorrow, the big numbers, the big-ish numbers. Bonds were up massive yesterday, and they're up another 2 ticks. Yeah. You know what they say, bonds go up, rates go down. We get around like 115, 117, then rate cuts back on the table. Take a quick look at Fed cut on deck. See why we're crashing. Silver's joined the gold party. Had a conversation on the phone. Well, that's not why the market's crashing, is it? I bet January 60 short puts that sold the open yesterday added to the open. Interest now over 6,000 Bitcoin dips will be shallow. There was claims and the actual 247 SO whatever came out, like, this shouldn't really be moving the market much. E-mini S&P down 10. NASDAQ down 30. So it's trying to claw its way back. See what happens here. I don't know. It's probably going to end up being a flat day. Unless like something comes out to move the markets. Yeah, this thing's coming back. A lot of times there's a lot of activity like the first 30 minutes. Everyone's cranking out, like big firms are cranking out large NASDAQ futures and E-mini S&P futures with trillions of notional value to swing things around, just trying to make a quick little clip, trying to make lunch money for the day. You know what I'm saying? Tesla down 17. What is going on with this one, bro? Charlie B tweeted. Let's see what she has to say. Chris in the house. How you doing, brother? Literal perfect test off your lines. You could take your lines and shove them right up your ass, Shorty B. Bitcoin hanging around 105. Ethereum lost 2,600. A lot of people are saying it's because he's talking shit about the bill. Is that why? So now he's pissed off both parties? That would be something. Or, well, the Democrats like him again. No one here? You're here. It says there's 6 viewers. No one's talking. I don't know. Chat's been weird lately. Low testosterone. I'm low testosterone. 6 people, 1 like. Yeah, soy boy. Soy boy up in this mofo. European Union lowered interest rates. That's good. There is little Powell's turn next week. I don't know when it's his turn, to be honest. There's literally no news on Tesla. All right, Bitcoin's dipping. What's the M2 money supply doing? Headed back up. Check the poo-poo report. Jason in the house. Don't tell me what to do, bitch. Excitement about Trump, but no social post. Challenger job cuts. Initial claims up to 247. Not unusual to see a rise in unemployment around week 22 to 30. Latest estimates for job report tomorrow. Tesla getting more criticism and pressure prior to robotaxi release. Unsurprisingly, losing 347 in advance of RT this month. What is RT? Oh, robotaxi? Really needs to impress with robotaxi. Or we finally drop in a pre-market. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, wow, it's down 20. I told you this thing was way too high. And I said, yeah, sure, it could continue to go up, but it's going to come down. And boy, howdy. As usual, Qs are typical rise during the day. Probably CRCL. It goes, public today between 9 and 10. Yeah, circle. I'll give him some credit for mentioning something I forgot about. This makes me less interested in watching other plays today. These IPOs get a lot of media attention, especially crypto related. That is a 3-poop report. You want to be 0 poops to be like a perfect 10. So, I don't know. He didn't mention trailing stops, which is a positive. Nothing. There was no real alpha in there. I mean, he just like puts some thoughts on the board, throws out a few stats. Is that really alpha? I mean, he talks about some lines and some targets and some things that might happen. No silver platters. I want to start doing the silver platter report, Mega Alpha. And headed back up. S&P down 13, NASDAQ down 30. This Tesla, boy. What is going on? I'm not, like, I don't know. I'm torn on what I want to happen here. I kind of see myself, like, I would love for a hood to get added to the S&P 500 and shoot up to like 90 or $100. And then I'll sell a bunch of hood and I can scoop in on Tesla. But I don't know when this, right now it's catching a falling knife. It's probably going to come down to 305. Possibly even 297. Possibly even 291. These are all potential. They still got a lot of people that are pissed off at Elon. I don't know how sales are going to do during all that. I do think there's going to be massive potential with robots. So this is like accumulating what I think is going to be a good stock for what they're going to have in the future. I just don't know when, they're going to actually start selling robots and when the stock's going to go parabolic because of it. So it's definitely something that I think is one of the better investments out there that you can get into, especially when it's getting cheap. Like it got really cheap right here. This happens to Tesla all the time. This thing has been more doom and gloom stock at times than any stock ever out there. Tesla, like, I remember before COVID even, it was like, I forget what was going on. Tesla, man, they're going to go out of business. Everyone was like, Tesla. They're not looking so hot. Everything's looking pretty bleak. And then they went to the moon. And then, oh, shit, end of the world again. Right? And then, oh, no, they're great. They're selling everything. New all-time highs. Splits again and blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, no. Like, it's the end of the world again. I forget why everyone was mad at them. For some reason. And then, boom, all-time highs. Was it? Yeah, new all-time highs. In December 24. This is even when he's pissing off his customer base and switching to a new customer base. And no, it's end of the world again because all the freaking firebombings and shit. Sales are down, and it's just that when the market does what the market does, the market's going up. In general, Tesla's going to go up a lot. This moves a little bit more like Bitcoin. And its ups and downs, and say like some other a lot of these Mag 7 and top stocks, Nvidia, and all, there's going to be a lot of volatility. When things are bad, they're going to go down hard, and those are buying opportunities. There's a few stocks out there that are great buying opportunities when it's down. Nvidia, Tesla. There's a lot of future there, a lot of AI. Tesla's not necessarily AI, but they're AI parallel. There's XAI coming, and I think they're going to IPO soon. I'd be really interested in getting involved in that one. There's going to be a lot of opportunity in the future with some investment opportunities. So make what you can now and be ready to have that powder dry for it. I'm not saying YOLO Dolo into XAI on the IPO. Right? It's going to be the same shit. I can't wait to see what happens with the Circle IPO. If it's an auction in the beginning before it actually goes to retail, that shit's going to get bid up and it's like a freaking coin drop, a meme coin. It'll blast really high, might last a day or two, and the next thing you know, a lot of profit taken and a lot of people getting their face dumped on. You got to let it find its footing. Sometimes that could take 1 to 2 years. and you accumulate. If it's a good stock, which XAI will most certainly be, it's one of the best AI platforms out there, if not the best. I use it all the time. And I've used the other ones, but XAI is really good. Now, I haven't done Pro Gemini, yet, but Gemini so far looks really good. But XAI has a lot of like moats and competitive advantages in a lot of arenas, right? Right? So I think there's a lot of opportunity there. Just like I think there's going to continue to be a lot of opportunity in NVIDIA. Guess who's buying NVIDIA AI chips? Google, Microsoft, Apple, XAI, on and on to the break of dawn. So NVIDIA is going to continue to be a cash cow. Are there other players that are going to come up? AMD, you got to watch them. They're sneaky play. Maybe you want to accumulate a little bit of them. But I'm really looking forward to XAI. That's alpha, bro. That's freaking alpha. CRCL. They're going to be on the NYSE with a bunch of bitches. Put them right below Tesla. All right, head $72. Come on, baby. Let's turn this market around. Turn this frown upside down. Gold 33.76, silver 35.80. It's not all-time highs, but it's breaking out. A lot of people said silver's the play. Coinbase down a couple bucks. MicroStrategy down $1.70. Step down $2. What's Metaplanet doing? Jimmy, $30. UNH 300. This one's not going to do anything for a while, probably. Space. Yeah. Metaplanet. Excuse me, I wouldn't touch this one. Palantir 130. It dipped down to the 20 yesterday and then came right back up. Microsoft, silver platter. Like, I'm not saying this is a good, like, safe investment that will continue to go up. You could probably 4x your money in Microsoft over the next 10 years. I could see that happening. This is one you buy when it's dipping hard. And this sucker had a massive dip. This was a buying opportunity. I remember Shardy B was pounding the table, buying this at 450. She always talking about how great her plays are, but she stops talking about the ones that didn't go well. This one didn't go well. This was a Ricky trade for her. She bought it at 450 and she's now back to break even. Nvidia looking pretty, like Nvidia, you're going to 2 to 4x your money in the next 10 years. No problem. Safe. But there's going to be some volatility. Is this one, if the stock market breaks out this year, this is a good time to buy. This was a better time to buy. Buy these when buy the BTFD is in play with stocks like Nvidia and Microsoft and Tesla. Those are perfect BTFD. They're not sexy. They're not $3 sexy like what Ricky likes. And you live in this fantasy world that you think, oh man, if Neo does what Tesla did, goes from $3 to $3,000. That is one of those plays you BTFD. They're a big AI play. They'll probably do robots too. VI. They're a lot more than Facebook. A lot more. And that Facebook and You know what you have with Facebook and Instagram, right? Massive customer base. They make a fortune off advertising, but they got a massive customer base to manipulate. Just like Elon has a massive customer base to manipulate on X. This is the new form of media, bro. Like in the old days, people were controlled by the news at 11 and news at 5. Now it's just nonstop nonstop human coding and manipulation. And you know what I mean? The nonstop programming of human people via social media. SMLR, not looking so hot. How's Neo doing? Good thing I didn't buy that bloated pig yesterday. What did Ricky say is average? Oh, 360? Get out now, bro. You can get out now at like a 1 penny loss. And that's going to be a win for you, bro. You should have sold yesterday during that pop. Quantum stocks. These are a tough investment. There's a future there, but tough investment. Same with nuclear. And you don't know, you don't know who's going to succeed in business. Nuclear and quantum are in play, but who's actually going to succeed? You're gambling. You really going to YOLO into this TLN? Talon Energy? They're at all-time highs after like some Trump executive order. Like there's no way. It's not like they're firing up a bunch of modular nuclear reactors and they're going to make a bunch of money. Does this place have a lot? I don't even know if these like which one of these even do modular reactors? Or are they doing like old school nuclear reactors? They have a lot of. There's too much. I'm not going to go out there and listen to a bunch of freaking earnings reports and look at financials, and I don't got time for that shit, bro. I don't know which one's revolutionary. I know it's easy for me to stay up to date on what's revolutionary with like Tesla. They're building robots. I know there's going to be a lot of money to be made selling robots. I can't wait. I can't wait to buy a robot, bro. I legit, if I could buy a robot, if I could buy an Optimus right now and it was useful, it could do a lot of things. If it could just take out the trash, bro, 30,000, take my money. Walk down to the mailbox, get my mail. Cook my food. If it could cook my food and clean my kitchen, take my money. If it could do those things, take my money, bro. My Costco delivery arrives. Hey, buddy, can you go pick that up at the front door and put the perishables in the fridge, put the frozen items in the freezer, put the rest of the food where it goes. You know, a little bit of training. A little bit of training. Maybe I can get rid of my gardeners. I don't know that I want my Optimus robot mowing the lawn. All that grass and dirt residue, it's probably gunk up the system. Probably adds to the maintenance. But I don't know, like a robot lawnmower would be kind of scary. That shit, like you have that thing out mowing the lawn at 7:30 in the morning as kids are going to school, and it like freaks out and mows a kindergartner over. that would be not good. All right, let's get into crypto. I guess boring ass crypto. And you guys are some lame asses lately. Sit here talking to myself. Bunch of little bitches. We get that testosterone up, or are we still sitting on one like? And we're a whopping 2 likes. No Mikester today. Only 3 people on Rumble. Welcome to the Rumble. All right, Bitcoin total market cap 3.23 coming down. Bitcoin 2.07 coming down. Bitcoin dominance flat. Bitcoin 1042 coming down a bit. Been at this level since basically that big pop at May 8th. I'm not sure what happened here. But we're just hanging. There seems to be a little bit of support and resistance around 103, 104. Sure, didn't Shardy B have a line there? Ethereum 2590, it's support and resistance around 2600. Huge support and resistance at 2678 now. Coming down on the 200. We really need, what we really need, tea leaves for Kurt. Bitcoin dominance to have one big move, one big Bitcoin blowout, one big Bitcoin push, and then Bitcoin dominance to drop and Ethereum to break out. That's what you're hoping for. I don't want to hear the Cardano and Solana people and the XRP people thinking, oh, Ethereum's dead. And you're an idiot, bro. You need to root for Ethereum to break out so you can make money on your little stupid coin that you think's the future. Ondo 81 cents down a hair. Everything's just down a little bit. Just a little smidge. That's it. I don't even want to talk anymore about crypto, dude. Honestly, I don't. I freaking hate crypto. I can't wait to get out. I really can't. 3240. Ramble time. We're in Ramble time, bitch. Check in on X. Money Doge has saved the government. Trump's big, beautiful bill. Ignore the drama. It's laughable to think Elon being able to stop the big, beautiful bill. Here's why. The bill, officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill, OBBBA, Big Black Beautiful Ass, has already passed the House with significant Republican majority. It's now in the Senate where Republicans also hold control. The strong support in Congress makes this passage highly probable. President Trump is a major... Trump wants to get rid of the debt ceiling, and he's pushing this bill. Like, what are we doing? I thought he was talking about how he wanted to lower our deficit. And everything is just like, oh, let's just fucking go out in a blaze of glory. Light the United States on fire. His influence adds significant pressure. Musk limited power. While Elon Musk was a huge public following, Elon Musk has a huge public following and can shape public opinion. Yep. I don't know. Didn't someone recently mention how he could program mofos with X.com? He does not have direct authority over Congress. No, but he can get a bunch of people to call their senators and say, I'm not going to, I don't know how much that really matters. Like if you call your senator, hey, you guys are you're wanting to light the world on fire. I'm not going to vote for you. I wasn't going to vote for you anyway, but he didn't need to know that. The bill is being rushed to pass by July 4th. I mean, the good news is this is a lot of new money coming into the system and it should ignite the stock market. You know, before our ultimate demise. Rock, wait a second. Did I keep the same title? This is a lot of new money coming. Dude, there's actually 5 people watching on Twitter. What's going on? I don't know if I don't think I could see chats over there, but welcome. I didn't think anyone ever watched on Twitter. That's the wrong title. I must have forgot the Rock Johnson. Welcome. That was yesterday. Today it's supposed to be a title with Tesla in it. Tesla's over. When it's over. Weak opposition, blah, blah. Public support. Many Americans favor the bill's tax cuts. So let's not bring in tax revenue to pay for a deficit and let's spend more money. But it's unlikely to. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, Americans are stupid and greedy, dude. Like, the main reason we're in this problem is because of what happened during COVID. Let me get on my soapbox again. Everyone thought the United States government should print money and pay us to sit home on our ass because we're scared little bitches and we might die. Now, I get the fear. I was scared. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to get COVID and die. I didn't, I enjoyed the work from home movement. I work from home still. But, we printed money like crazy, handouts like crazy, something like 15, 16, quadrupled the freaking amount of money out there, or a lot more. Of course, a lot more money. Prices are going to go up. Wages are going to go up. Inflation's going to get out of control. It's hard to, it's a shell game. It's a balancing act. It's a plate spinning balancing act. And it's insane. And we all sat around thinking, we shouldn't have to go out into the world and the government should just print money and pay us. Here we are. You're complaining. People are out there like, oh, this is Trump's fault. Oh, this is Biden's fault. They both printed money. They both didn't know what to do. They both flip-flopped on vaccines, right? Everyone was manipulated by the pharmaceutical companies to push their vaccines because everyone was scared. Here we are. We're at $36 trillion deficit. Good job. Our interest payments are out of control. We keep raising the debt ceiling. We can't sell our bonds. Our credit rating's going down. Is it the end of the United States? I mean, who are you going to lend? What? You're up someone with $1 billion. And every country in the world needs to take a loan out from you. Or is asking to borrow money. Who are you going to lend to? Like, who is your top 3 people you're going to lend to? I'm going to lend this person money. I'm going to lend this country money. Who's number 1? Obviously, it's the United States. Your boy Kelsey sold out for $21 million. What do you mean he sold out for $21 million? And you better put some respect on his name. It's Kelce. Only if you bought it. Peter in the house. Only if I bought what? I've been waxing on and rambling for like freaking 10 minutes now. I don't know what the hell. What should I have bought? This bill will pass. America will go bankrupt. This isn't going to make us go bankrupt, but it's putting us on the path. I would like to see us. Kelsey took that big farm. Oh, he got paid $21 million. Like, okay, bro. Is that how much he got? I don't think he got paid $21 million to do vaccine commercials. But if they paid him, if they said, "Hey, we're going to give you $21 million to make a couple, like 3 commercials," name me a freaking person on the planet that's not taking that. Someone offers me $21 million to make 3 commercials. There's not a whole lot of like things they could be selling that I'm going to say no to. You know what I'm saying? That's more than his annual salary just to make a couple commercials. His annual salary is like 15 million. He's the most underpaid person on the planet for what his output has been. One of the top receivers to ever play the game, because he's designated as a tight end, he gets screwed. Kelsey took that farm money to sell out souls. No one, he took, like, this was during a period where no one knew whether vaccines were bad or good. So, yeah, sure, some pharmaceutical company, like if it was Bo Nix, would you be upset? Blood money, if it was Bo Nix, would you be upset with Bo Nix, or would you be like me? They paid him $21 million. Of course he's going to do that. Yeah, hypocritical asshole. If it was Sean Payton, would you be upset with them, or you'd be like, God damn, they threw $21 million at him, and it was a time when no one knew. People were scared. People thought this would save lives. People were confused. Now that, and people still don't know. They don't know if the heart problems and the blood clots and this and that are because of freaking vaccines. It could be because of COVID itself. It can be because of other things. You know how many factors are out there causing? It could be because of microplastics, bro. It could be something. You know how many factors are going on that could be causing problems? And people are just like, they love to bring out the pitchforks. They find something to bring out the pitchforks on, and they do it. Whether it's logic or not, people love to mob, bro. They love to mob. Now, do I agree? Do I think these vaccines are I mean, they were rushed. They were streamlined and rushed. So we took the risk, and people didn't have to take the vaccine. I wish I didn't take it, but I did. You know? Whatever, dude. Kelsey sold out. Psh, I'd have taken 21. I would have fucking... You pay me 21. I would do it now. I would do even though I'm anti-COVID vaccines, I would take 21 million right now and hop on a freaking Pfizer commercial and go ham, bro. You wouldn't. Chris, someone offered you $21 million to do a Pfizer commercial for vaccines. You'd say no? Peter? You'd say no? Hell no, you wouldn't say no. Safe and effective lies. No drug has ever been. Yeah, now you're just like mixing words. They were told safe and effective. No drug is 100% safe. Robinhood hits record 250 billion in assets. Would you? Yes, you. Thank you. You hypocritical mofo. I knew it. So just put a pipe in your mouth and smoke it and shut the hell up. About 75% that Robinhood would be added. Yes, you would say no. You wouldn't say no. You could sit there on your little freaking in your little chair thinking you would say no, but someone puts a $21 million check in front of your face, you're going to sign it, bro. You're going to do it. Well, that got ugly fast, did it? I mean, it's not that ugly, bro. Hood 70. Oh, shit. Hood $74. Not bad for a stock that topped out back here at 72. Yes, I would say no. I don't. You don't need 21. You don't need 21 million. Well, I would do it, bro. Give me 21 million. I'd be tap dancing naked about the great. Yeah, thank you, Jason. Peter, would you do it? I think if rubber meets the road, Chris is signing that check. Don't you have a family, Chris? Like, wouldn't $21 million like really just take care of your family for set for life? I get having morals at all, but it's not like the vaccine is murdering people. Robinhood cheap broker, blah blah, said Robinhood customers are stalling buying the dip. Charlie B thinks she's hot shit because she brought Robinhood to everyone's attention. She ain't shit, bro. I just don't tweet like she does. I should get on and tweet. Let's see. Hood keeps delivering. I have been pounding. I'm going to start doing what she does. The table since it was $10 and I put my money where my mouth is live on stream. There we go. I'm paying for your I got that expensive ass Twitter subscription that's supposed to push my tweet out to a bunch of people. I should start tweeting like this and I should see a huge return on my investment. Nothing wrong with working hard to take fear and faith in God alone. You don't think God would tell you to take the money? Say it with me. Ooh, shit, did it? I don't think it hit $75 within the last. How many people regret not getting on this gravy train with me? Yeah, that 75 happened right after the opening bell. I missed it. I'm not sure when it happened. Wasn't there. Silver platters. Ooh, shit. We're heating up, boys. S&P is flat. NASDAQ up 30. S&P just went green. Is Bitcoin turning around? Quick buy the dip. Bitcoin catching a bottom, maybe? Yeah, thank you, Percival. Let's see how many tweets. How many people have seen my tweet? 21 people so far. God damn. Maybe that $40 monthly prescription is worth it. Full disclosure, this James Wynn guy is a real idiot. Like, he is, that fame has gone to his head. He says a lot of dumb shit. The other day he said, I'm trying to, the US dollar is going to zero. I'm trying to leverage my future at 40x. Bro, let's see what Grok says. I am longing Bitcoin at 40x leverage. What are my statistical chances of success. They're gonna be low, bro. I mean, how many times I gotta tell you, don't leverage trade. 40x leverage trade's dumb as shit. Bitcoin is highly volatile, yes, and that's the problem. Swings exceeding 5 to 10%. With a 40x leverage, a mere 2.5% price move is going to liquidate you. A 2.5% move in your favor doubles your money, but the chances of you taking that profit and leaving, first of all, it's a 50-50 shot. The second you enter the trade, 50-50 shot. If you're up 2.5%, how many people are going to take that money and take it off the table? Plus, there's a carrying cost. The carrying cost alone makes it less than 50%. Are you going to... Yeah, people are going to gamble because they go to Vegas and do the same thing with less than 50%. So a lot of blah, 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 blah. Market direction, blah, blah, blah. Well, activity. Yeah, you got to worry about on-chain people seeing you, knowing they can see your stop losses, wipe you out, especially in low volume times like right now. Lower leverage increases your chance. Your statistical chance of success with a 40x leverage long Bitcoin are low, likely under 10 to 20% for most traders. And I think James Wynn falls into that category. There's nothing special about him. Most traders, the ones that aren't most, would be people with real money, like real money. Institutions and shit like that that see it and move it. So yeah, sure. 50% chance you get a 2.5% swing to move in your direction. But there's only a 20% chance that you're going to win long term. You're going to lose. You're going to go. That is a situation where, like, you do it, and if you get lucky on swing one, you cash out and you call yourself lucky. But most people are like, I'm king of the world. I'm the smartest trader. And they're going to continue to do it. And then they're going to lose all their money. Look at this guy. He's going down in flames, bro. 40x leverage is freaking stupid. He's an idiot. He got lucky, bro. He got lucky. And now he got lucky. He's king of the world. And now he's going to lose it all. Dude's going to be homeless. He says money isn't real. He doesn't care. Idiot. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be in his 20s or 30s. Let's just sit here and watch Hood in all its glory. Damn, 7:30, no Ricky today. He's all mad. He probably got super stoned. Did some Chase the Dragon last night. Drank a bunch of Boone's Farm, all laid out. A microphone checker. I solved my major VMware problem yesterday, but now I got a new one. Just blowing my project up. Blowing it out of the water. I'm going to be like, why are you going over on your project? My only options are to either obfuscate the hours or freaking eat it on my own time. What's fair about that, bro? Huh? A microphone. How's Tesla doing? Trying to make a comeback? It did bounce off the bull market support band for what that's worth so far. Come on, take the Ethereum down $50. That kind of sucks. Coin red. Robinhood strong AF, bro. I put my money where my mouth is on that one, bro. Big time. And it continues. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Remind me to do more bullshit tweets like this in the future. Should we pull in some Cardano? Say something sweet to the Cardano community. Charles Hoskinson's my Lord and Savior. Here's a list of Cardano hacks. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's true. The other chains weren't hacked. This is a stupid narrative. Solana's never been hacked, but platforms on there have been hacked. I don't know that honestly, I don't know if any major hacks have happened on their platforms. Maybe this is a little bit, but that's also just indicative of the fact that the hackers are going to go where the money is. So there would be platforms on Cardano hacked if they had a lot more market cap, most likely. The same vulnerabilities exist on a lot of the Cardano. Strike has been moving up a lot lately. This is one we missed, but I mean, I sure shit wouldn't invest in this one right now. This was 14 cents on May 8th. Could have got a 10x, but who's going to YOLO their life savings on this? I am curious to see how their platform works out. I recall you can't use it in the United States, which is lame AF. Oh, maybe you can. God damn it, I hate that. What is that? When did it start doing that? No, I don't want to resume browsing. I want you to search, dude. I think you can use this in the US, which is good. I don't need you showing my wallet balance. Failed the... Oh, you motherfucker. I might have to enter my code or something. Failed to connect. This thing broke? Open app. You piece of shit. I have this. Maybe I should open my wallet. Just in general. This will probably solve the problem, Tom. Calm down. Stupid PIN code. Make me use them. I don't need a PIN code, bro. PIN code does nothing. It is not extra security. All right, I think this is going to solve the problem. Connect. Trying to connect. I would like to see them do something similar to what like Jupiter does, and I forget the one that's on. I forget what it's one of the base, like base. It's not base. It's Arbitrum maybe. Jupiter copied them. Where they give protocol fees back to if you hold that token. I think that's a really good model. Yeah, this shit ain't working, dude. Failed to connect. I don't know if there's a problem with their... Oh, grant access. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Failed to connect. Nope, there we go. It's hard to see. I'm tempted to long ADA just for the hell of it. My liquidation would be 47 cents. Not enough liquidity? What are you talking about? Oh, I think the minimum might be 1,000. Nope. $4.58 a fee? Are you out of your mind? My God, this place is a scam. All right, Tesla down 15, S&P up 11, NASDAQ up 96. Good, $75, guys. Yeah, this is why Ricky's not here today. It's fucking embarrassing. My tweet better have over 1,000 views by now. $40, you better be pumping that shit out there, bro. 21 views. Lame. For $40 a month, that needs to go to a minimum 1,000 people right off the rip. Especially people that search for HUD and put HUD in their... That should be going out to more than 21 people, bro. There's plenty of people out there that are following HUD and HUD content that... You know what I'm saying? What a scam. I get it's $21 million for doing... Oh, look at Peter. Like, fucking... You must have been focusing on some white lines or something. Doing a couple of commercials, but he did actually... Did he actually get vaccinated? I'm guessing he didn't poison his... I don't... A lot of people got vaccinated. He probably did too. My guess is he did get vaccinated. Most people got vaccinated, bro. In fact, the NFL, they were required to get vaccinated. So unless he lied like Aaron Rodgers, he was vaccinated. Everyone in the NFL was vaccinated. And he probably believed that it was fine at the time. I don't know what he believes now. Not everyone lives in this tinfoil hat bubble that a lot of you mofos live in today. Yellow today. Is yellow easy money? Or yellow you got to lock in and focus? Why does it matter what color it is? Z says Trump is welcome to visit China. I watched a video on the Ukrainian drone strike on Russia. That's pretty crazy what they did, dude. They actually took out a bunch of like nuclear bombers and jets across 5 different airfields across their entire nation. And they did it by camouflaging normal semi trucks loaded with drones into, so they had to get them like about a mile away from each one of the airfields. So they just made them look like that, and they put them on farms near the airfields. And then the top would open, and each drone was controlled by a person, and they would fly these drones and take out the planes and shit. Yellow takes it quite a bit more focus because there's skips and all the stuff you got to transition to. That would suck, dude. I don't know how you do it, to be honest. I mean, it's probably mostly just freaking, you're listening to podcasts and shit, and it's just all muscle memory. But I would fall asleep or fuck up like crazy. Look into lawsuits. Pfizer paid out pre-COVID. Where I said, dude, I'm not like, I don't really, again, I don't really think vaccines are healthy. These new types of vaccines, they were rushed out. I do think there's a lot of problems with them. I don't know that they should continue to be used. There's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of problems with drug companies in general that just drive me up the wall, right? But if a drug company comes to me and says, I will pay you $21 million to go on a commercial for genital herpes, I'd do it. And I don't even have genital herpes. I would embarrass myself for $21 million or freaking $21 million for some hemorrhoid cream, you know? Sign me up. $21 million for freaking semaglutide. Sign me up. I think semaglutide is extremely risky and dangerous, and most people shouldn't be on it unless you're going to die because you can't control putting cheeseburgers in your mouth like Charles Hoskinson. But I don't know, $21 million is a lot of money, bro. It's life changing to me. And it's not like I'm against it, but it's $21 million, right? I think there's good health benefit. I think there is good reason for people to be on semaglutide. I think they should be on tirzepatide instead, but they can't get FDA approval on that yet. So sure, are the drug companies exploiting it and pushing it and making money just like that? Now, I would not take $21 million to push freaking morphine sulfate or whatever that shit was called. What was the epidemic they got in the it was morphine sulfate, but it has like a common name. Fentanyl and all that. Even pre-fentanyl. I would not have gotten on a commercial to push that hardcore narcotic pain reliever. Right? I would draw the line there because that's mass murder. The only thing that's sick is holding your body in a crap position. That would suck. You have fun painting? Oh my goodness, bro. Your brain and my brain are not built the same. JT in the house. How you doing, brother? I don't even read legacy media. It's just noise and propaganda. So is your Twitter, bro. How you doing, JT? $75 hood. What a shame. What's my profit and loss on this? $42,500 in the last 2 months. My small account's up $3,000 on it. Put my money where my mouth is. Get this, I'm hand washing your house. What is wrong with you, dude? Are you that bored? Is this a new challenge? Is this a JT challenge? I'm going to hand wash my house. Taking a break. Get a pressure washer or something. Coinbase on the move. Don't call it a comeback. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing. $104.6. Should have bought the dip. I'll take over at 50 TR by Bitcoin. What will be the total debt in 10 years if you use 36 trillion? So he's Mike Novogratz. A smart dude. He thinks we're going to be over 50 trillion in 10 years. I don't know. I don't think our GDP can handle those interest payments. Procter & Gamble announces today that it plans to cut 7,000 non-manufacturing jobs for robots, I'm sure. Another Web2 data breach. Hackers leak 86 million AT&T records with decrypted. Nice. 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 Guess who has an AT&T account? Like my social, there's no shop. I mean, there was already a major hack of the entire social security database. So everyone has your social security already. Full name, date of birth, phone number, email address, physical. Nice. Nice. 44 million. Yep. I'm sure mine's all part of it. Cannot wait to control all of my digital identity on a Bitcoin wallet. Where you don't have to put your freaking social. It lives on your wallet. Huge congrats to our longtime partner Circle. I don't think that's live yet, is it? When I said it said 9 to 10 on the poo poo report, I don't know if he was doing. I don't know if he was doing PST or not. Between 9 and 10. Yeah. Looking forward to that. I wish I could live stream it, but I can't, bros. That happens to be our engineering meeting time. Palantir, LFG, me and Victor Jones got a thing going on. Four-year cycle over.
Hold on real quick, everybody. Let me make sure that
there's no he smokes for sure, drinks for sure. Yeah, he's a functional alcoholic for sure, right? Like there's no doubt. Hey, he's got some big ass eyes. I never noticed that before.
they're probably right. It's just that $1 million won't be worth.
Well, he's a talker. Did he get veneers? Is he like does he think he's Hollywood now?
Yeah. I just wanted to bring this to everyone's
attention. And this guy.
Like like little.
And we have a Grok voice mode in Spaces, so we can ask Grok as a host. Oh, that'd be pretty dope. That's actually Marty Party. You're a clown, but that's a great idea. The GLP-1 effect. You guys know what GLP-1 is? Remember when I was talking about semaglutide and retatrutide or whatever and Ozempic? That's GLP-1, son. Glucose limiting. No, I forget what it stands for. Hate on them all you want, but they are catalyzing a society in metabolic health. I mean, look, bro. It's what it does is it makes you not hungry. So it's reversing the fact that you're eating all these foods loaded with MSG and enhanced to make you stay hungry and eat more because you know, capitalism is so great that capitalism needs your money, so they're gonna end. So should I not do a commercial for freaking food? because they're enhanced with a bunch of flavor enhancers that make you want to eat more and fuck up your insulin resistance and make you diabetic, and Coke. Should I not should we, what about Coke? Coke's murdering more people than probably the pharmaceutical company. So all these companies are engineering food to make you eat more, drink more, F up your insulin resistance, making us obese, the Western diet, causing type 1 and type 2 diabetes, all kinds of health issues, all kinds of autoimmune issues because it messes up your butt biome. And all GLP-1 does is make you not hungry. So you eat less of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fixing your diet, and most people, a lot of your diets and your urge to stop eating is because you've screwed your body up eating all this food that makes you hungry all the time, F's up your system. And now you're trapped. It's really hard to reverse. Anyway, I digress. I got a power washer and you got a hand wash hardy board. I got a power washer and you got a hand wash hardy board. I don't know what a hand wash hardy board is. I don't have a power washer. I have people I can call on Craigslist to come wash my house if I need it. I'm such a pussy for paying someone to clean my house. When East Coast and West Coast, President Trump, Executive Director of Digital Assets, meets with who gives a shit, dude? Apple, and we're back. All right. Gotta wrap this shit up. S&P up 11, NASDAQ up 93. I don't know why we dipped. Oh. I have a priapism. Look at that. I'm going to be insufferable if this keeps up, bro. This is one of my better call outs. Oh, this is my best call out of the year for sure. For sure. This is a continuation after crushing it, getting YOLOing, putting my money where my mouth is on Coinbase at $68 in the summer of 22. I've been patiently waiting. In fact, I could have sold Coinbase at the top, but I didn't. I should have, could have, would have here. It got pretty ugly there for a while, but we were still up like a 2x. And I still have half my shares. But then we rolled a bunch of that. We rolled half of that out and into hood. And yeah. Oof. Ricky. Hey. Now look, dude, the risk reward was there, and you should have listened to me. Not financial advice. The risk reward was there. First of all, great company. Second of all the talk about them being included in the S&P. They're highly likely candidate. $76, guys. Highly likely to be included in the S&P tomorrow after the bell. Now, the risk is they don't get included. But if they don't get included, it's highly unlikely that it falls to my first buy of $44. It is likely that it could lose like my last purchase at around $66. But it would have to get to around $55 for me to even be back to break even. Thank you, Chris. There will be future silver platters that I deliver that I'll be wrong on. Right? But in general, my track record, when I say when I really put my money where my mouth is, my track record's pretty solid, bro. And part of the trick is buying it when it's down on its ass, when there's blood in the streets. And I did that. So I did something very similar with Hood and Coinbase. Maybe it wasn't 2022. It might have been 2023. No, I think it was 2022. Yeah. So it was down and got all the way down to $36. I didn't buy it at the bottom, but I bought it back on its upswing. And I paid, I want to say it was right here. Yeah, August, July. I think it was July 22. I did pay about $67 for it. Yep, this is exactly when I bought it. Because it went up and I felt great. And then it went back down. And then it went back up and I felt great. And then it went back down. Pretty cheap again. But then it worked out. Right? So you buy it when it's low and sometimes you have to wait. It took 2 years for it to like 4x. 3 years for it to 5x, and I didn't sell. And then I sold a bunch at like a 4x. People are overweight because they're so lazy and don't get your lazy's part of it, but the diet, the food, the fast food, and the diet is destroying. That's part of what makes them lazy, bro. You had already hired someone to wash your house, but when it comes to hardy board, you have to hand. I don't know what a hardy board is. That probably makes me a bitch, but. Oh, I heard North Carolina is getting a bunch of like 10 billion from Amazon to do something or something like that. Congratulations. Good, $76, bro. Damn, son. Damn. I gotta pee. Boy, howdy. Tesla 319. Bitcoin 104.6, 104 and a half. Four likes, you bunch of soy boy mofos. All right, everyone. That's my time. You've been great. Hit the like, hit the subscribe.